the creator economy is growing rapidly, and it's helping many individuals, especially the youth, monetize their passions for a living, but not without the help of digital platforms. This new space for creators has been said to be another step in technological innovation. In my discussion with David Adeleke, who is a tech and media analyst, we explore how technological innovations are propelling the creator ecosystem. Take a listen.
So the creator economy is essentially an ecosystem enabled by business and technological innovation that allows anybody from anywhere in the world to create content and monetize it in simple terms. So it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you do. You can be a doctor, you can be a physician, you can even be a preacher, right? As long as you are creating money, you're creating content, you build an audience, a community or a fan base, and then there are tools and platforms that help you monetize that fan base. Those are the things that make up the creator economy.
And what role do technology platforms play in this new digital economy?
The technology platforms are the enablers. So without smartphones, for example, without computers, without the internet, without all these platforms driven by software that allow people communicate and transact, whether they see each other face to face or not. Without all those things, this creator economy will not be possible. So definitely, we can't have the creator economy without technology.
Now, there have been talks about Web 3.0 in relation to the creator economy. How does this technology affect the future of content creation?
So Web 3.0 is not necessarily a technology as much as it is an expression or a manifestation of new technology. So you had Web 1.0, which was read-only. We could only read things on the internet. We couldn't give feedback. Then you had Web 2.0, where people could now give direct feedback. So you can read a blog post and interact with it. Web 3.0 is where we are at, where there is no longer that, well, not necessarily that there is no longer, but the emphasis is no longer on the way the platforms can get money from people creating content and consuming content. And it is more about how people can create content and monetize directly from their consumers. So it's not necessarily the technology as much as it is the manifestation or the evolution of technology. That's where we are at right now when you talk about Web 3.0. And so some of the technological innovations that have made that possible is crypto, right? Crypto allows people to transact and make money without bothering about geographical restrictions. So someone can send a form of crypto from America to the UK, or from the UK to Nigeria, without having to worry about all the restrictions of geography and regulation and all that. So those are the things that enable this new form of creation or this new version of the internet to be possible.
Talking about cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and other related technologies, how are they transforming the digital space for content creators? Can you tell us exactly what is happening?
One of the things that crypto is helping us do is remove the restrictions of geography. So now, because of crypto technology or crypto-enabled technology, people can move money across borders without worrying about, again, those restrictions. Another thing that crypto does is it allows creators to monetize directly from their fans. So, for example, you have creators who can issue social tokens. Those social tokens are, you can equate them to buying shares or stock options in a company. Those shares will rise, and so the tokens will increase in value. The funds can now decide further down the line that they want to trade in those tokens for monetary value. So those are some of the things that crypto allows creators to do. It gives creators, and I say us because I'm a creator myself, it gives creators the flexibility, it gives them more options.
Still on cryptos. Now, there are certain beliefs that the creator economy could be seamless with the power of crypto. Can you shed more light on that notion?
I don't know if I would go as far as saying seamless, but I think it just makes life better in the sense that, for example, creators right now on the continent in Africa have to rely majorly on brands for sponsorship opportunities. So they are beholden to those brands, or they are limited by what those brands can offer them. However, what crypto can allow creators do is, if people, for example, believe in the content or they believe in me as a creator, they really like what I do, I can issue, let's say, 100 tokens. Each of those tokens is going to come at a cost to the people who are going to buy them. However, the more my content becomes more popular, the more I become more popular, or the more my stock rises, the more the value of those tokens increase. So let's say somebody else wants to now buy into my stock, in quotes, in the future. Someone who has bought a token in the past can sell their token at a higher price. So it's almost like you are investing in a company, but this time around you are investing in an individual. So those are some of the examples of how this technology is changing the creator economy, and it's all over the world, not just on the continent, but all over the world.
Now, some people believe creators will also play a key role in the metaverse. What do you think?
I think that's accurate, because if you think of the metaverse as a 3D version of the internet that we have now, the internet is currently 2D. The metaverse is going to be 3D, enabled by virtual reality and augmented reality. Definitely, content is going to play a huge part of that. And it only makes sense for creators to become vital in the metaverse. However, what is also important for creators is for creators to not just think of themselves as, again, creators, people who create content, but as people who can own and have a stock or have a say in how the metaverse develops, in how content is created within the metaverse, how content is distributed, and how content is monetized. So I think you're going to see more creators go from just creating content to becoming more business savvy, thinking more about ownership, thinking more about shares, stock options, and even innovation, becoming more actively involved in the process of innovation. So I think those are some of the things that you're going to see as the metaverse becomes more prominent in everyday conversations.
And finally, David, what else do you think we should know about the creator economy?
I think there's a lot of opportunity in the creator economy. What you're seeing now is people have their day jobs, but they also have creator jobs on the side. So you see somebody who is a trained doctor, you see somebody who's a lawyer, who is a physician. They have content creation careers on the side. What you're going to see is more people growing up aspiring to become content creators, not just having it as a side hustle or as a side interest, but as the core part of their professional development and their professional career. So I think for companies on the continent, there has to be more interest in investing and building infrastructure that creators in this part of the world can use and make money from, because it's going to be a win-win situation. If that doesn't happen, what you will have is all the solutions and all the important innovations for the creator economy will come from the West, and then we are all just going to have to follow and get in line. And I don't think that's what people really want. I think we, as Africans, as Nigerians, we want to have a seat at the table.
Well, thank you so much, David, for joining us on the program. It was such a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.